Hi, my name is Paul Lloyd, and today I'm going to be talking about a case of morally challenged AP clerk, or about the case of a morally challenged AP clerk. So in this story, or in this case, a little background is really primarily there are three characters involved. The first is John Stanton. John is an experienced CPA and is a relatively new CFO. Joined a company due to his experience and expertise in the industry. The company is about to go public in a short amount of time. There is a Diane Hopkins, who's a CPA who works on John's team. She reports to John. And then there's David Lasky, who is the company's CEO. What happens is Diane recognizes and discovers fraud committed by an AP clerk on her team, and she estimates this amount to be about $250,000. The clerk was creating invoices for a shell company and paying those invoices to that shell company, which didn't exist, and she was taking the money for herself. So Diane goes to John with this issue, and they decide together to, terminate the employee immediately. And then John's plan is to go and talk to the CEO about it. First, he calls the CEO, tells him what happened, lets him know, that they terminated the employee, and then tells David, the CEO, that he thinks they need to contact the police about what happened. And that's kind of when the story starts, because David says, more or less, I'm not so sure about that with our upcoming IPO, if we're going public soon. He appears to be worried about what the general public will think. His words were he's fearful to the effect of what it would do for their upcoming IPO. Regarding where responsibility is owed, both John and David owe responsibility to the general public. The AICPA Code of Professional Conduct makes it very clear that accountants are to serve the best interests of the general public. So first and foremost, that's where their loyalty lies. What they do from here on out needs to be in the best interest of the public. Also, responsibility is owed not only to current investors, but also to all potential or future investors. So they need to do what's right and understand that they are responsible to and for both current and potential future investors. At the end of the day, this is a violation of AICPA Code of Professional Conduct, because if they do not report this either to the police or on their year-end report, it's a direct violation of the integrity principle in the Code of Conduct. So it's pretty clear what they need to do. That as John prepares for this meeting with David, he needs to prepare to be able to speak to that. He needs to quote the code if necessary. I think that if John is still insecure about his approach with David, he should prepare Diane to go and present with him. They are both CPAs. They are the subject matter experts in this case, and so I think having her as backup would go a long way in presenting what they should do to David. If David is still insistent on not reporting it at all, John needs to prepare to present the matter to the board of directors and insist that they do something about that they present it to the public and shape it in a way that their future investors are going to be more grateful and more loyal if they do the right thing in the long term. They might have some fallout in the short term, but in the long term, they're going to be better off by doing the right thing. Thank you.